Well, I'm just leaving the campground here in Norfolk. Gonna get on the Cowboy Trail. Trail is right there. Can't really see it, but it's right there to get on the Cowboy Trail, so I don't have to get on any roads for the next 4 days. But I'll be stopping in the cities, because cities are spaced are about 10 to 15 miles apart. They all seem to have little parks, so I'll definitely hit some of the cities. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Cowboy Trail. I just got on the crushed limestone out of Norfolk. The first mile and a half or so is paved. Break here in Tobin, Nebraska. Have a great spot right on the trail. It's a bridge goes to the trail, and they also have a little shower room. It's got shower, bathroom, clean towels, and it's also got an AC unit. So even if it's 90 degrees out here, get a nice cool shower. And it's $20 a night. If I was at mile 35 or 40, I'd probably stay here for the day, but I'm at mile 22 and it's only 10:45, so I think I'll keep going. Yeah, it looks like unfortunately there's a detour. I just verified with the Nebraska Cowboy Trail website, so I have to get on the 275 to get into Neely. Looks like it's 5 miles. Well, it wasn't a terrible detour. It only ended up being about 3 miles. Got back on the trail as soon as I saw it. Yeah, they're having some big 4th of July thing they're already set up for in town. Got the whole Main Street blocked off. Might be a rodeo for this weekend, actually, it looks like. So yeah, this is Clearwater. Well, I'm all set up here at it's just basically it's a city RV park in Ewing, Nebraska. It's right off the Cowboy Trail. All I had to do was cross over the 275, but it's just me and looks like one other person. Not the greatest spot, but I spent a few hours over in the city park waiting for it to cool off a little bit. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay. I'll catch you all tomorrow. I was just leaving the campground here in Ewing, Nebraska, getting back on the Cowboy Trail. Not as far today. Probably, I think I'm going about 42 miles or so, and we'll see after that if I feel like going farther. All right, well, I'm going to hit the road. Yeah, this is what the rain has done to this trail. Yesterday I'd just be, gliding over it. But today, I'm sinking down. I guessed it was when I started riding, it was a 1 mile an hour difference. Probably more like a 2.5 mile per hour difference today. So I'll probably be getting on the highway every so often just to get some miles in, because it's pretty slow going. Well, I'm back on the Cowboy Trail. I got off for a few miles. I was down to, I don't know, maybe 6.5 miles an hour. But this section's either didn't get as much rain yesterday here, or it's just a better, more packed section because it's back to not quite what it was like yesterday, but it's on its way. In Atkinson, Nebraska. I ended up getting a hotel here. Today was probably the toughest day. I mean, for going 40 miles, it was tough. I probably should have stayed in O'Neill after just 22 miles. I think that first 6 miles in that sand after that rain just set me up for failure. Yeah, I think yesterday was probably one of those perfect days on the Cowboy Trail. I mean, everything lined up perfectly. Hadn't rained for 3 or 4 days. I had kind of a side tailwind. So, I mean, it was just a perfect day. And today, you know, I had the wet path, got a headwind, I got this, I got hungry, didn't even enough food. A long list of failures today. But, so I'm grabbing a hotel, hopefully get a good night's sleep after my couple hours last night. I had to turn my music on for the first time on the trip just because, man, I just had no motivation, no nothing, no energy, no nothing. So I had to turn some tunes on these last 5 miles. Anyways, all right, done with my rant. I'm gonna get to my hotel. I'm gonna finish up the video for Tuesday. Well, just getting out of Atkinson this morning. I'm back on the Cowboy Trail. It was a late start. I uploaded the next video. It took quite a bit longer than I thought it would. But yeah, it doesn't look like it rained. If it rained at all last night, it wasn't much, because the trail's looking a lot better this morning than it was yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be a nice day, it looks like. It's going to be a good day to be on the Cowboy Trail. I just wanted to stop on a bridge here and show you what the bridges are like. Yeah, I stopped yesterday on a couple to take a break, pulled out the camping chair, took a break on a couple just because I was struggling so much yesterday. Yeah, it's blowing pretty good today. Not much out here in this section. Well, this is Newport, Nebraska. This is called the Newport Pool Hall. Just right off the trail. It's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Nobody's in here. So yeah, it's a little pool hall in Newport, Nebraska. And they have some stuff for sale you can buy on the honor system. A little guest book here. So yeah, I'm gonna sign the guest book and get something here. Made it to Beset, Nebraska. They let you camp on the fairgrounds property here. They do have some picnic tables in a couple locations, but I'm not really even sure if this is the proper spot to camp, but I didn't see any signs, and basically nobody's here, so this is where I set up shop. And I think I'm going to try to get out a little early tomorrow, see how the wind is. I'm going to try to miss some of the wind, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Well, I'm all packed up here in Bassett, Nebraska. It was got in the low 50s last night, so I got my little thermals on. It's kind of nice to be a little cold last night. All right, well, I'm gonna eat a quick breakfast and hit the road. Well, it looks like I'm all set up here at Wood Lake, Nebraska. They'll let you stay here at the city park just for donations for the electricity. They do have a bathroom over there. All right, well, I'm all set up here, and I'm gonna call it a night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right, well, I biked a couple blocks down to Ma's Cafe here in Wood Lake. Yeah, I'd say there's a population of maybe 150 here, and they have a nice little roadside cafe here right on the Highway 20. It was a good breakfast. First cafe breakfast I've had on the trip, so it was kind of nice. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get back on the Cowboy Trail. We're getting close to Valentine. We got the small town big adventure sign here on the way into Valentine. Well, I'm just about to the laundromat in Valentine, so thought I'd talk about the Cowboy Trail a little bit. It does get a kind of a bad rap as one of the longest rail trails. You know, it's not like the Katy Trail, the CNO, or the Gap. You know, it's kind of out in the prairie country, so it's all relatively flat. It is a slow, gradual, I think it's like 1,700 feet of elevation if you're going east to west that you gain. And it can be pretty hot out here. I had maybe one day of hot weather, but it wasn't as hot as it usually gets out here, I guess. The guy at breakfast this morning was saying it's usually 100 degrees by now out here, and there's no shade in today's section. There was hardly any shade, just a couple spots. So it gets a bad rap for that, and it's understandable. But the surface as a whole, I was really surprised how good the surface was, except for that one really bad, the second day after it rained, that section, that was tough. That was my goal, was to ride the whole trail. I only got off that 5 miles when I didn't have to. The other 2 times were detours. So I'm happy about that. And all in all, the trail it's a nice trail. And the cities are happy you're there. They have, most of them have little campgrounds that just ask for donations. A couple of them are free. A couple of them were, you know, 13 bucks. They all have water. There was only one city I stopped at for a break, didn't have water, and there was a bar across the street, so if you were desperate you could go in the bar, but you know, every 10-12 miles you're going to get water, except for, you know, today it was 26 miles. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was tough. I mean, I didn't average very fast. It took one day longer than I was hoping. All right, well, I'm all set up here in Valentine City Park. They allow camping out here. It's just 10 bucks. They don't have any electric or water at the site. They do have a couple of spigots around the park. I'll have to fill up before I leave tomorrow. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.